What's up, everyone? Episode 2. Remember the last episode? We took out the cleric beast on the Great Bridge. So in this episode, we're going to go ahead and take out the second roadblock for a lot of new players, which is Father Gascoigne. So there's a couple different ways you can go from here, but we're going to make our way through the sewers. Remember, we took these guys out last time. You could take them out again for supplies if you want. Usually the big guy will drop maybe some blood vials and sometimes shining coins, which is always a disappointment, but sometimes blood vials. Anyway, you can run by the wolves too. We took them out earlier. Again, feel free to try to take them out again for practice or whatnot if you want to do that. But see, again, the thing that's so cool about Bloodborne is just how everything kind of, where these wolves shoot. All right, well, let me take him out. Oh shoot, are they both down here? No, only he came. Having trouble getting around back. It's alright, we got him. Alright. I don't know where your buddy is, but take you out. Alright, grab some pebbles. But as I was saying, see how everything in Bloodborne, you it's cool to see where everything kind of loops back around. There's obviously Central Yharnam, where we were earlier. But for now, let's continue on. What is this? This is Bloodstone Shard to upgrade your weapons. Is there anything over here? No, there's not. I feel like these guys are trying to make their way up here, but I don't think they can. They'd have all the way around. So they're going to have to stay down there for now. Let's see. Make our way down through the sewers. This part used to terrify me when I first started playing Bloodborne, but now it's funny. Now I kind of just run down here. And it's fine. Sort of. Close enough. Let's see, hopefully he gets taken out, but probably don't jump down here as recklessly as that, but you might want to take him out first. Let's take out his friend over here. These guys can be a little tricky to time. You have to take them out earlier than you think. Yeah, I'm a little late right now on the timing, but shoot, we actually probably did not want him to fall down there, because then we're gonna have to deal with him and his little rat buddies. But that's okay. Should still be able to make this work. Let's see. I forgot if there's another item somewhere hidden in here. Maybe it's on the other side. Oh man, my timing is way off right now. Alright. Oh, I just got so lucky right there. Alright, let's try this again. What? Alright, there we go. So it's not as early as I think. God, I am playing terribly right now. Alright, if you're trying to, if you're looking at this as a walkthrough, definitely don't do what I'm doing right now. Alright, let's, God, as many times as I played Bloodborne, sometimes if I'm not concentrating properly, things can still go awry. There we go. Jesus, that only took like 10 tries. Well, now you have an example of what to do and what not to do. Let's get some. Again, if you hit up on the D-pad, you see you'll get a little +5 under the bullets. Those are blood bullets in the top left. And then if you hit triangle, you could just restore your health. So let's take out him. See if we could drop down. See, we got to be careful of him. Do we have anything we can chuck at him? No, we'll have to take him out carefully, but let's drop down on this beam. Wow, nothing is going right today. Alright, that's okay. We should still be able to take him out. Alright, this is like the opposite of what you want. Alright, we should be able to. Alright, let's go clear ourselves an avenue over here. Oh, I wussed out. Alright, well, at least now you guys have an example of what to do and what not to do. Definitely don't... See, I'm actually kind of glad I'm playing this poorly right now, because now you can see when you kind of just recklessly... The only reason I was able to get away with all that is because I've played this game so many times, but when you just start kind of recklessly trying to speed through things and run around that quickly, things generally don't work out. So you, like I was saying the other day, you want to try to isolate enemies one at a time. You don't want to take out you don't want to try to fight mobs in this game, and you definitely don't want to start hitting random buttons. This game is like the opposite of a button mashing game. If you just start clicking, trying to spam certain buttons, you know, the saw cleaver, you can get away with it a little bit because it takes so little endurance, but for the most part, you don't want to just spam buttons, even though I'm kind of doing that right there. But again, on average, you don't want to just spam any certain controls, because that generally will not work out. Oh, that's right, we missed the beam earlier, so gonna go back up. Let's put on our upgraded gear and see what that looks like. Should just be the hunter's attire. The naked man. Alright, let's go the hunter's hat. Hunter garb. The equipment in this game doesn't matter that much. It does to a minute extent, but, you know, armor, quote unquote, isn't necessarily that big of a deal in this game. It's pretty... Oh my god, are you shitting me? It's pretty much just whatever you want to wear. So there's certain things, items that do like a little bit, like there's certain sets that definitely help with fire damage to an extent. There's a set we're gonna get later on that helps with electricity for a couple certain bosses. All right, what is going on here? Oh my goodness. I swear I've played this game. I've beaten this game multiple times. That's okay. I don't want to just edit out every time I'm not playing well or every time I mess up or something like that. And sometimes it's funnier to keep in poor play anyway. So go ahead. I'm just gonna leave this all in. Let's see. Be careful of these guys, because there's a lot more of them kind of laying here than it initially seemed like. There we go. Damn, son, what are you guys doing down here? Just playing in the mud. I think that guy actually is still alive over there. I think you're... Yeah, you are. Eat that, son. Alright, take out all you. I think you're all good. I don't believe there's anything back here. Nope. So there's a few different kind of ways you can make your way around this sort of area, this sewer area. I think for now we're gonna go this way, but I mean, it's all about exploring. Like the first time you play Bloodborne, you're probably gonna spend a lot of time in this general area, which is okay, because it's definitely one of the best tutorial areas in a game, in my opinion. But once you break it, sometimes it'll feel frustrating with how long you're spending in this area, but once you get the hang of it, in future playthroughs you'll be running through this area like nothing. Oop. Let's go take out, there should be a couple gunmen up on the bridge. Take out this rifleman. Let's take out them first. Oh. Alright, take you out. Alright, starting to play a little bit better now. You'll be able to time... After playing a couple times, you'll be able to time the rifleman's shots. Time the huntsman. They're pretty easy to time. They always shoot with the same cadence, so it's pretty easy to dodge their shots. I think you can actually climb back up the ladder. Oh, I chickened out. Oh, I chickened out. There we go. Alright, now we're playing better. Now we got the timing down. Man, taking a little time to wake up this morning, but now we are back on track. Alright, playing a little better now. I swear I'm decent at this game. Grab some pebbles. You creepy birds, these crows used to creep me out too. I think one of you is hiding back here. And should be it for this little area. I think there's another drop-down item. Is there another drop-down item? Oh, there it is. Thought so. Alright, I forgot what this is. I'm gonna go... I'm thinking it's either cold blood or some sort, or maybe a gem shard. Bloodstone shard. Alright, now we're playing decent. Alright, so let's get some blood bullets going again. Should be a huntsman. Take him out. Quicksilver bullets. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Take you out. Once you get the timing, as you guys saw, like at the beginning of this episode, when I wasn't like, it sounds so ridiculous to say warmed up, like I'm a professional athlete or something. But once you kind of get warmed up into the game, it's actually really easy to time a lot of this stuff. It's just about, basically just not panicking. But once you get the timing, it's all about just staying in the pocket. And you'll be able to get it pretty much every time. I think that's like 3 in a row now that I've taken out fairly easily. Let's see if we could get this guy. Are there any little hidden items in here? I don't believe so. Oh, it's over there. Let's go get that. You can see we have some little rat buddies down below. That's actually where the insight is that I was speaking about in the last episode. If you really wanted to get insight and level up before taking on the cleric beast, there's some down there that I'll show you in a minute. Also, be careful of parrying on the stairs, because sometimes you can't really get them properly just because the angle that the stairs are on. Sometimes they don't get the riposte. But so let's kind of lure him onto flat ground. Take a second to study what he's doing anyway. There we go. Yep. Bam, son. You ugly as hell. Blood vials. Alright. And first what we're going to do is... I totally missed this the first time I played Bloodborne, so don't feel bad if you do. But we're going to go visit our friend Eileen. But first there's just a couple things we want to do. Cold dew blood, or cold dew. So, see there's an item attached to this guy. We're just going to want to stand back and be careful. There we go. Chop that down. Just make sure you study the animation of your whatever weapon you're using first, to make sure that when you go ahead and swing, you don't fall to your demise, which I've 100% done before. But should be good. Now let's go visit our friend, the Hunter of Hunters.
Oh, a hunter, are you? What a mess you've been caught up in. Here, to welcome the new hunter.
Bold Hunter's Mark. So if you played Dark Souls, the Bold Hunter's Mark is the homeward bone, basically. But this is Eileen, the Hunter of Hunters. She's going to be a bit of a recurring character as we go through. Let's just make sure we exhaust her dialogue. She's just saying a hunter must hunt. But we can go, you know what? Should be able to just jump down here and not take too much of a hit on damage. Let's make sure we don't jump all the way down though. Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to see one is there. Forgot, does the second one go all the way down there as well? Or does the second one stop on this floor? There's one. Wasn't there 2 of them? I swiped 2 of them. I forgot. Am I going crazy or where does the other one go? Or am I blind? Or is one of them that... Oh, there, I see. Alright, so there are going to be a bunch of our little rat buddies down here. So you just want to be careful of that. Just take them out real quick. The rats can seem a little erratic at first. Saw spear. So the saw spear is very similar to the saw cleaver. You could really just use... I don't remember what the exact stats are, but honestly, whichever one you want to use, it's probably not going to make that big of a difference. But so anyway, the rats seem like a little erratic, but you could take them out pretty quickly if you just... Oh shoot. Oh my god, seriously. Oh my god, that would have been so embarrassing. Oh my god, I am not... As a British football announcer would say, he hasn't covered himself in glory. I am not playing that particularly well today, but that's okay. Sometimes you don't play that well, but as long as you stay calm, you should be okay. Stay out of danger, heal up. Let's see. Now, so if you see, there's one more item up there. We're going to go and grab that one. Alright, let's go and grab this last item. Honestly, this part of the game, after you've played enough times, isn't the most exciting part in the world, but I want to be thorough with what I'm doing. Let's get the other item, some more rat buddies. Probably should have taken them out first before getting the item. Ooh. Alright. Nice. Alright, yeah, so that's a good point I should make. Whenever you see an item that's just kind of out in the open, generally there's probably an enemy around the corner next to him. So you always want to take it, clear the area before collecting items. So yeah, I should probably just title this episode What Not to Do. Whatever I'm doing, do the opposite. Or just be much more patient in general. So now we are going to... I'm going to show you guys one more little shortcut per se. Or it's not technically a shortcut, but I'm going to show you guys kind of... I want to show you kind of where you loop back around from. So... well, we're going to take you out. Alright, so this lady in here is actually... So the majority of these people that are in their homes don't really do anything, but there are some NPCs that will actually play a role later on to an extent. So like, see, she said, do you know any safe places to go? So we're going to want to... Yeah, I don't see you helping, lady. But we're going to want to keep her in mind because we don't have anywhere to tell her to go in the time being. Sorry, buddy. I always feel bad taking them out while they're trapped in their cage. Cold blood dew. Sorry, friend. My dog's looking at me like, what is wrong with you? Alright, take them out. Some of them are out of their little crates, but... sorry, friend. Alright, so... grab that. Alright, so, you guys probably recognize where we are now if once I cut around this corner, but see this door here. And you guys should recognize where we are because we are back to the beginning of our very first lamp, or technically the second lamp. But So now this is gonna. I kind of want to walk you through where we'll end for Gascoigne. So to face Gascoigne, the general path is going to be to cut through here. I want to take these guys out for now. When we go to, if you fail on Gascoigne, later on you could just run by these guys. But for now, we're gonna take them out for the sake of completion. They're pretty easy to parry. Take you out, son. Alright. And so I don't think this elevator is active yet. Yep, so that should be device is not currently operatable. Operatable? But we're gonna go back around. This probably isn't necessarily the perfect, efficient way to do this, but this is the way we're gonna go. You cut through here. And we're actually going to go around. We're going to go back around to kind of where those guys that were laying in the mud earlier on the ground. We're kind of going to go back to the area where they are and go down that other path that they were facing. Again, I'm trying to think. I might not be going in the most perfectly efficient path, but I think this is pretty close, or at least definitely works. And also, a lot of Bloodborne is about exploring anyway, so if you don't go on the exact right path... Actually, let's take this ladder up. This is what I want to do. I want to show you guys this too. Yeah, let's do this. This is what I want to show you real quick. And then you guys will recognize another little connection here, because everything in Central Yharnam pretty much loops back around to some extent. Madman's knowledge. Madman's knowledge is used to gain insight. Alright, let's see if we can... He suspects nothing. He suspects nothing! Eat that, son! It's kind of weird. He comes up to this door, but there's no one actually in there. So I don't know. I forgot, is there someone in here? I feel like there might be someone in here because of the light. I think this guy's just going to yell at us. Wretched outsider. All these angry people, no one's helping. Alright, so this is a big little story point. So if we go here and talk to this girl.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? Come just go look for my mum. Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him, and now she's gone too. I'm all alone.
So we're going to want to choose find her, and this is going to be a very sad part of the story. See, you want to take note right there. She says you're going to want to look for a red jeweled brooch.
Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box.
And then this music box is going to come in handy. See, she says it plays Daddy's favorite song. So she has a missing mom and a missing dad. She wants a red jeweled brooch and a music box. So we're actually going to want to equip the music box because it's going to come quite in handy in a bit. So we're going to open this gate though, and you're going to recognize where we're coming out. We're not going to go this way at the moment, but you're going to see where we're going to end up. And see, there's this gang of little dogs. Those people back that way is back to that Central Yharnam hub area from the beginning of the game, but that's not the way we're going right now. I'm surprised you made that, buddy. Okay, so also one thing I want to show you, I don't know if you guys can see that little light over there. For the longest time, I thought that was like a light or an area or something that I literally just couldn't find. But it's either the reflection of that lamp, or I saw some people saying it's actually that area where we met Eileen, but it doesn't totally look like it to me, but that's what I've heard people say. Anyway, that's not an item, or some people said, you know, she gives you the bold hunter's marks. I've seen people say it could be the item loading without her actually loading due to just the way the code is or whatever, but she already gave us the item, so I don't know if that's true, and I could still see it. Anyway, that's not an item or area that you're missing if you see that and are wondering how to get over there. Alright, so we're gonna go back down. I don't even like that song, but it's stuck in my head. Let's see. Take you out, friend. Just playing in the mud, buddy. Just playing in the mud. Alright, there's gonna be a guy, or I thought there was a guy that jumped out at you there. Maybe he's in the next one. Oh, bite me. Yeah, you're gonna wanna actually, the best way to go is shoot them off their little perch with L2. I think that guy that I was expecting is actually gonna be here. Yeah, there you are. Bam, son. Take you out. Bloodstone shard. I think we're definitely going to go do some upgrades before we face Gascoigne, because I have not been playing particularly well today, so I'm going to go upgrade just in case, because I have not been playing very well. One thing you want to be careful of too in this game is their damage kind of stacks on each other. Like if multiple guys hit you at the same time, your health will dissipate rather quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and take all you out. Alright, so as you can see, this pig is here. He looks scarier than he really is. You're gonna want to run towards him so he doesn't have time to build up speed. Alright, try not to do that. But you basically just want to get behind him, and he's actually really easy to take out. Go ahead and fist the pig. Bacon go nicely in my BLT. But this item is going to be a little bit important. The Saw Hunter badge, which, alright, or we can sit in the mud, or I guess we're honoring that guy who failed at his attempt. But I believe the Saw Hunter badge will let you have access to certain weapons from the store. Don't go to the right there. That's just where the sewage runs off. It's just a hole. But I'm going to go to the top of this ladder now, and we should have some friends waiting for us up here. And as you can see, kind of keep an eye out to the right here. See, they're going to light this. Let's take him out real quick so he's not in our way. Oh, that's like, when he does that animation, that could be a little tricky to parry. But that's why you want to give him some space to do what he's going to do. Shining coins. See, he could either drop blood vials or shining coins. Obviously, you'd prefer him drop. Oh, I was hoping to only lure one of them over. Oh, I got lucky. That he gave me that. It took a lot of time. Come on, son. Oh, missed that timing. Still nothing? I'm doing it too early. Oh, man. There we go. Alright, well. Didn't get the sweet riposte, but that's okay. Blood vials. Bold Hunter's Mark. And so up these stairs is going to be where the infamous Father Gascoigne is waiting for us. So usually there's a mob on this runway, but when you go around this way and they light that fireball, it just takes them all out from behind. You could come up this way too. If you see below, that's where we were earlier, making our way towards the pig. But what I want to show you is this elevator, which is going to take I don't know if you remember, on the other side there was an elevator that was closed by a device that is now opened by a device. So it's not that hard to run back to where Gascoigne is now that we have this shortcut. It's a little bit of a pain, but not that big of a deal. So again, based on how I've been playing today, I think we're gonna go level up because my gameplay has been kind of brutal. Alright, let's go back. Yeah, so I think Father Gascoigne is going to be the end of this episode, and next episode we're going to make our way into Old Yharnam. So let's go ahead and use up our... Oh, nice, we collected quite a few items. See, I could get every single item in Central Yharnam up till Father Gascoigne. I believe I get every single thing. Later on in the game, I'm sure there's maybe some spots that get iffy, but for now, let's go ahead and... Actually, before we do that, let's make sure our weapons are upgraded and repaired. Fortify the saw cleaver. +2 saw cleaver. Repair should be all set. When you fortify weapons, you also repair them. Gammon has gone on a walkabout somewhere. But now,
What is it?
let's go ahead and level up. 1, 2, 3. Only have 3. Alright, you know what? Let's level those up for now. Let's level up a little bit of vitality, though, because we're riding pretty low. And I could take Gascoigne out, but also I want to show you guys. So from that bath down below, you can buy items with blood echoes. From this bath, you can buy items with insight. Can you do it at this point of the game? So there's only a couple things listed right now, but later in the game, more and more things will end up being listed here. So that's all right for now. All right.
Welcome.
All right, let's go ahead. And do we want to make any purchases? Nope. All right, I think we are good. So as I mentioned, you definitely want to go to Central Yharnam, and you definitely want to have the tiny music box attached, because remember the daughter said that the music box plays her dad's favorite song, which her father, as we find out through lore, is Father Gascoigne. So when you go ahead and play them, you could play the music box 3 times, and it'll basically make him freak out and try to cover his ears. And it gives you a great opportunity to go behind him and get a nice backstab in. So you can just go left through this gate. You could, if you want to take the time to take everyone out again, feel free to do that, but we just did it, so there's really kind of unnecessary to do again. But either way works, whatever you want to do. Let's go ahead and grab this elevator. Let's see, we are at, if anyone's curious, we're at level 20. You know, feel free to farm and, you know, level up any more or less, depending on your ability. Let's see, come on, where's this fireball? Oh, come on, seriously? Alright. Oh, there we go, jeez. That's always fun. Thank you for the blood vial. Remember last time we came around over here on the left up that ladder, so I mean feel free to do that if you want to do that, but either way works. Since we already took them all out earlier, I don't feel bad about letting it go this time, but you know what I was wondering, can you see Father Gascoigne in here before you go in somewhere? It's gonna cut me off at any second here. I don't see him. No, I don't think you could see him in there ahead of time. Or maybe he's just in that corner over there blending in. Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them sooner or later.
beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Definitely one of the coolest and most memorable bosses in Bloodborne and all the Souls series for that matter, or in just games in general for that matter. So basically the main thing you want to do is not get caught on the gravestone, so you definitely want to be aware of your surroundings. He's actually really easy to parry, which is kind of cool. He has huge parry windows, but because it's kind of cool because they teach you early on in the game about parrying, and then you get to Gascoigne and he has huge parrying windows, so you basically just want to stay in front of him. What's that smell? I don't know, weird guy. Sometimes his... Oh, he's going two-handed, so he doesn't have it. He could actually still use his... Oh, shite.
To show your true face, eh?
Alright, well, that's embarrassing. Okay, let's try this again. I don't believe I've died to Gascoigne for a while, so that's kind of annoying. That's alright. So one thing you always want to do when you play Bloodborne is realize what you did wrong there. So what I did wrong was I tried to heal while he was way too close. What I should have done is I should have dodged when he did that jump attack. I should have dodged by him first and then healed once I got on the other side of him. Like a lot of times you could heal pretty easily. You actually don't want to run away like I was doing. You want to dodge past them and then heal. Let's actually get some extra bullets in there. But what you want to do is dodge past him and then heal is what you want to do. But as I showed you earlier, it's really not that hard to riposte him. Has pretty big, or sorry, not that hard to parry him. He has fairly large parry windows. Come on. Honestly, I don't know exactly what triggers the fireball. I don't know if it's... Right and dirty. That was very risky. I don't know exactly what does parry them releasing that fireball. I don't know if it's a specific amount of time on the bridge or what, but... Alright, Father Gascoigne, enough of your nonsense. Alright, so let's not let that happen again. Oh, come on. There we go. Bam, son. I don't think so, buddy. Pick up our blood echoes. There we go. Eat that, son. Alright, or another good time to heal is don't run in for extra follow-ups. Take the time to heal. So you want to stay in front of them. You don't want to... Oh, come on. Alright. There we go. Eat that, son. Alright, so he's probably going to transform now, so we're going to go behind him and not get the parry up, but go ahead and use the music box. See, and he's going to do this. Unfortunately, he's in a spot where we can't backstab him. He's actually pretty easy to parry in this phase. Yeah, he's actually super easy to parry in this phase. And that's it, son. So, it seems a little frightening at first, but as you can see, he's actually really easy to parry in the second phase. His second phase wasn't very long, because when your skill your reposting scales with skill, and my skill's at 17 right now, which is decent for this time of the game, but yeah, his second phase didn't last very long, huh? But either way, as you can see, he's actually pretty easy to parry. The main thing in his second phase is you want to stay calm and in front of him or dodge by him. You don't want to try to keep backing up or running away. If you keep trying to back up or running away, he'll just catch you. But anyway, as you can see this, so that was Father Gascoigne, who was the father of the girl in the window. This, and what do we find? A red jeweled brooch, which tells us that, unfortunately, is Gascoigne's wife and the girl in the window's mother. Which is kind of sad. So, I'm trying to think of the quickest way to get back to her and report the bad news. Would be probably, I think probably if we go to the Great Bridge and then just run through would be the quickest way to get to her. So, but first, let's go back to the Hunter's Nightmare. Maybe next episode I'll show you guys. Actually, you know what? Let's just wrap that up now since it goes with that part of the story. But we are going to level up. I've drifted off. Give me powers, son. Alright, let's get a little more health. Alright, so we only had 2 points there. Vitality. Cool. Alright, so just to wrap up this episode, let's actually first, before I forget to do these couple of things, let's actually go to the first floor sick room. I want to show you guys 2 quick things before I wrap up this episode. But just for the sake of being thorough and to wrap up all the lore and everything like that, but we're going to go to talk to Isefka, who is the minister of the clinic that we woke up in. Messenger top hat. Hats that messengers are fond of. Alright, so go up the stairs. See, this is where we woke up in. You'll notice the door is now shut.
Then I'm very sorry. But
She won't open the door because we
please.
are potential.
Now go. And good hunt.
Good hunting. So she gave us a
Are you
blood
still
vial,
there?
which...
Please. I can.
Alright, let's see.
Are you still? But I.
Exhaust her dialogue. I don't know if now we might have to... Alright, so we might have to come back and talk to her one more time before she offers up her place to stay. But for now... You know what? Yeah, let's go back to the Hunter's Dream real quick. I was trying to decide if it would be shorter to run all the way back to the girl or shorter to go to Great Bridge and then run from there. I think we're going to go to Great Bridge and then run from there. But as you see, Isefka just gave us a blood vial, which I would recommend keeping for when you go to face a more difficult boss, because it restores a good amount of health. I believe it's Isefka's vial that incrementally restores health over time, or fully restores health and then keeps ticking up a bit. I don't remember exactly the mechanic, but it's basically just like a more powerful standard blood vial. And it also is an item, so it in essence is like an extra blood vial in your inventory. You equip it just like an item. So I would definitely keep that for later. Let's go by all our friends here. Our werewolf friends. Again, if you want to stop and say hi to all these people for the sake of practice, feel free. Alright, oh shoot, I might have just screwed myself a little bit. Oh, yeah, that was, alright, well, that was actually a stupid decision. I wasn't thinking. Alright, yeah, generally just trying to run past people in Souls games is not a great idea, but we got away with it. Well. Alright, well that was a little more convoluted than I had hoped. But anyway, point is, we're back to the girl.
Hello, Mr. Hunter. Still can't find my mum.
So you could either, you could decide what you want to do here, and so let's go ahead and give it to her.
Mr. Hunter, was it really Mum?
So at this point, she'll just keep crying. I forgot if you choose. So you could. So one way the story could go is you could eventually tell her about Odin Chapel, which is the next place we're going to go. And if you tell her to go to Odin Chapel, and then you go back to where that pig in the sewers was, and you kill that pig, it will... Actually going to use a bold hunter's mark. While I say this, you kill that pig, the pig will drop an item, and it'll be the red jeweled brooch, which, basically tells you that the pig ate the girl. So that's one way the story can play out. But for now, she's just gonna cry there. I forget if you could do that again later too. You might have to come back to her later after she's kind of grieved a little bit, and then she'll ask you for a safe place to go. Or I don't remember if you might have to say not give her the brooch, and then she'll ask you where a safe place to go is. I don't totally recall that one, to be honest with you guys. But we've come to the end of that episode. We've taken out Father Gascoigne. We are on level 22. Right now we're just putting stats into strength, skill, vitality, and that's probably what we're going to stick with for the time being. Anyway, thank you guys for coming by. In the next episode, I believe we are going to go explore old Yharnam. So have a good one, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.